And I should keep that note. I have a note on here. I gotta remember. Okay. Now, ooh, pulling wires. Wait, it's not 5 hours because the stream disconnected. I'm pretty sure we're at least 6 hours. Because this whack potato ran internet. Jesus Christ. I have 4 VODs of this thing. Good Lord. Yeah, at least 6 hours. Okay, but now we can chill because we're going to do some nice reactions. I just want to switch over. And it's been a while since we've watched foreign commercials. All right. Been a while. Let's play hacky sack. I don't even have a hacky sack. I think I played it maybe once in my life, and my highest is like 3 ever. Do you remember?
Wait.
Have you done a tier list of all known base elements on the periodic table?
I have not, no. Even despite that one small era in my life when people just kept sending me tier lists to do and I kept telling them to stop doing it. No. Thank you for the 50 bits, Mel. I have a few elements that I like, but it's gonna be a while to like do all of them. All right, today on the continued series of foreign commercials. It's like you want to die, Rem. You're funny. Yeah, titanium is pretty good. Actually, I don't know, I'm kind of feeling it now. Kind of feeling it for some reason. Actually, I want to keep this in the VOD. All you VOD watchers who are wanting to see foreign commercial reactions, we're doing this one first. Skip it if you want to. Hydrogen, that's obviously S tier. The building block of the entire universe. Lithium works for batteries, but apparently the leftmost column on the periodic table also very highly reactive to water. So A tier. Sodium makes salt. Salt goes on French fries, S tier. Potassium, great for bananas, S tier. Rubidium. Should I search up what these elements do or just go based off like pure instinct? Your uranium placement will define your fate. There's only one proper placement for uranium. Why are you speaking to me as if I'm the one person who doesn't constantly speak highly about radioactivity, about particle physics? Have you met me, boy? You need to learn your place. Okay, I'll search for ones I don't know. Rubidium. Because of its extreme reactivity, rubidium isn't commonly encountered in its raw metal form, but its compounds are utilized in several fields: atomic clocks, specialty glass, medical imaging, quantum physics. Yeah, I have a soft spot for radioactive elements. The fact you said that, Rem, actually pissed me off. Thin ice, Rem. Thin ice. Yeah, radioactive stuff gets, I have a soft spot for it. Cesium. I believe Madame Curie worked with this type of stuff. What does cesium do? The answer is Uranus. Nice. Cesium. Timekeeping. The cesium standard uses the radiation from cesium-133 isotope to provide the world's most precise official timekeeping. Ooh, that's what the kids call aura, right? That goes hard, man. That's definitely S tier. Francium, I hate France. Die. Radium, that's one of the big radioactive ones. Yep, discovered by Marie and Pierre Curie. I said that purely for a reaction. Thank you for giving it to me. Also, that's punishment for questioning my loyalty to radioactive elements, Rem. You had to be punished. Yeah, radium was Madame Curie. Once used in glow-in-the-dark paints and health tonics. It's highly toxic and known to cause a bone cancer. I mean, that's just pure, that's pure S tier material right there. Less surrender, baguette. Yeah, I'm sorry, like this element is probably very cool, but it has a bad name. It was born to fail. Barium? What do you do, barium? Pyramid. Yeah, highly reactive. Exists in barium sulfate. Cancer speedrunners, yeah. Oil and gas drilling, cool. Medical imaging. Yeah, I noticed that a lot of radioactive stuff is used in the medical field. Insoluble barium sulfate is swallowed and administered as an enema to clearly outline the gastrointestinal tract, or fluoroscopy. Manufacturing, fireworks, barium salts burn with a brilliant bright green color, making them a staple in pyrotechnics. All right. Toxic, medical safety. You know what? S tier. I don't want to sound like I'm too brown nosing of radioactive stuff. Strontium. Alkaline earth metal. Because its chemical behavior closely mimics calcium, it readily integrates into human bones and teeth. It is heavily utilized in bone health supplements, fireworks, and medical treatments. Here we got some more firework. Pyrotechnics, bone health, skincare. Strontium chloride is frequently added to toothpaste to help alleviate tooth sensitivity. I'm actually big on that. Ever since I had like some teeth pulled out, I know how annoying bad teeth health is. So, give you S tier. Calcium. Actually, this has to go down here. Calcium has more prestige than strontium, but it's still pretty good. So strontium, A tier. Magnesium. It's already known. People love it. They put it in pill form. Beryllium. One of the first ever pieces of music I ever released was named Beryllium. I had the idea for a concept album where all of the tracks, it was all instrumentals, would all be named after elements. And Beryllium was the first and only track to be produced from that concept album. Actually, let me play it for you since some of you may not know. A lot of you are unknown Dalda people. When was this? This was forever ago, man. A lot of you Dalda new people don't know about this. Like deep cut. Yeah, this is deep cut stuff. 6 years ago. This is back when I was still in college. And Max was the only comment. think truly like the first ever beat anything I ever made. The banger, thanks. Yeah, this was back when I was in college using the old, this was my old PFP. And I was still going by Daldameht the Mad Lad. This was, yeah, so long ago. It was produced March 2nd, 2020, released, I don't know why it was released way later, but yeah. The one ball wonder himself, Max. Yeah, this is some serious Dalda deep cut stuff. All right, what does beryllium do? Rare, cool. Critical strategic material across several fields: aerospace defense, electronics, imaging, and nuclear. Have you not played Starfield? No. Isn't that the game that's like universally doo-dooed on from Bethesda, I think? Yeah. Yeah, so why would I play it? Why you want me to play like a terrible video game? It had beryllium? Yeah, but I don't know it from that. I know it from like real life. Used in structural components for satellites, missiles, and defense systems. Interesting. Used as windows for X-ray tubes. That sounds like S-tier material, really. Scadium? Just by its scarcity, it's highly priced for exceptional strength to weight ratio. Aerospace and transport sports equipment. The same aluminum scandium superalloys are used to manufacture high-performance bicycle frames and baseball bats. I'm pretty sure this baseball bat that I keep beside me, I was thinking maybe aluminum? Pretty sure it's aluminum. This is the same baseball bat I used to whack the invisible monkey that pulls on my router cable. Cool. Specialty lighting. Scandium iodide is combined with other chemicals in metal halide lamps. Highly efficient bright lights. You sound alright. Put you in A tier. Titanium, S tier already. Vanadium. Drastically increase the strength and corrosion rate resistance of alloys. Scandium is lame. I mean, the name is also kind of terrible and it has some application. You know what? I need some B tier stuff anyway. Its ability to drastically increase the strength and corrosion resistance of alloys. All right. Steel alloys, energy storage. Vanadium is increasingly utilized in utility scale vanadium redox flow batteries. These batteries are scalable, safe, and have long lifespan, making them ideal for storing renewable energy. Industrial catalysts. Powerful catalysts, especially production of sulfuric acid. Yeah, you're alright. A tier. Chromium. Dude, I typed in Chromium. I got the browser, the web browser, Chromium. Steel gray, hard metallic element. You know, what's even worse is that things like this get their names stolen and used and abused. Like Chromium gets taken by the browser, and also the fashion clothing brand Chrome Hearts. That's the only way people know about Chromium is some weird browser and a crappy fashion brand. Over 85% of commercial chromium is used to make stainless steel and for chrome plating. It's also used in dyes, pigments, and leather tanning. Nutrition. Trace amounts of chromium-3 are an essential mineral that helps in the human body to metabolize carbohydrates, fats, and proteins by enhancing insulin action. Really? That sounds like something you shouldn't be eating. Conversely, chromium 6 is a poisonous byproduct of industrial manufacturing and is known as a human carcinogen. Why does everything cause cancer, man? Why can't an element isotope make like extra bones or something, or like your skin purple? Everything just makes cancer. It's like, why? Like, be different, be unique, be original. Okay, that's interesting. It's used in nutrition for metabolizing carbohydrates. Put you in B tier. Manganese. Is a vital trace mineral and chemical element. Because your body cannot produce manganese, you must obtain it through your diet. Top sources: whole grains, oats, brown rice. Okay. Okay, it's apparently important just on nutritional fact. It acts as a crucial cofactor for enzymes assisting in bone formation, blood clotting, nutrition metabolism, and antioxidant defenses. All right, that sounds like S tier material already. Got nothing else. Iron, already S tier. No, actually A tier. I'm not sure which one came first, magnesium or manganese, but this name is stupider than magnesium, so it goes A tier. Yeah, iron is obviously S tier. Cobalt. Cobalt, I think, has some cool things. Byproducts of cobalt and nickel mining. Rechargeable batteries, superalloys, pigments, industrial tools, and medical. Oh yeah, cobalt blue. That's like a color of for paints. Combined into cemented carbides and diamond tools for heavy-duty metal cutting. Cool. Used to manufacture heat-resistant and high-strength parts for jet aircraft engines and gas turbines. Oh, here it is. A critical component for the cathodes of lithium-ion batteries that power smartphones, laptops, and EVs. Yeah, that sounds like S tier. Yeah, it's used for batteries. Nickel. That's also stainless steel, batteries, alloys, plating, and coins. The nickel as a coin is like B tier. Like hardly anyone uses a nickel. It's just there, but it has some worth. I learned it from No Man's Sky. Do you learn everything from video games? We have nickel mining and refining factory in Norway. Neat. Industrial applications, electroplating softener, grid storage of batteries. Yeah, you sound all right. Right. No, I learned most from Daldameht streams, but a lot also from video games. Nice. Copper. Actually, no, copper is already. Copper wires, electronics. I'll give you A tier status already. Zinc. You do a lot as well, I'm pretty sure. Vital for human health, immune function, and DNA synthesis. All right, that sounds like already. Man, yeah. Like, I already know where I'm going to put uranium at, but it feels weird to put uranium with, like, other things, because... you know what, I'll just... Can I, I'll just add a double S tier to feel better. Okay, now I feel proper. Yeah, zinc, it's important. You know, you need it for diet, DNA. It's earned. It's properly earned S status. Cadmium. Highly toxic metal. Cool. This is the corrosion used in batteries, metal plating pigments. Okay. Cadmium is used in hyperdrives. For some reason, it doesn't say that here. I wonder why. Primarily used in nickel cadmium batteries, specialized pigments, PVC stabilizers, and steel plating. Besides that, it's just toxic. Long-term exposure is linked to kidney failure, bone damage, such as brittle or painful bones, lung irritation, and various forms of cancer. It's just so boring. Cancer is just so boring with these things. Cadmium, B tier, get out of here. Silver. Oh. Having the highest electrical and thermal conductivity of any element. Respect. Due to its unmatched conductivity, it is vital for electrical contacts, printed circuits, and solar panels. Too soft to be pure, it is mostly alloyed with copper. Cool. Silver has natural disinfecting properties and is used in wound dressing and in catheters. Really? Natural disinfecting properties. It's highly reflective. It is used to coat specialized optical and decorative mirrors. Vampires. Also vampires. Alright, pretty cool. Pretty cool silver. Oh yeah, no, that's werewolf. Yeah, you have me messed up. That's werewolf. Man, yeah, S tier. Palladium. That's an interesting one. That's a precious metal. Oh yeah, apparently palladium is like traded and bought as like a precious metal, like on the same level as gold and silver. Oh my god, best promotion at streamblue.org. Oh my god, really? Okay, about 85% of global palladium goes into gasoline and hybrid vehicle exhaust systems to convert toxic emissions into safer gases. Okay. Used extensively in multi-layer ceramic capacitors for circuit boards. Indispensable in hydrogen purification and fuel cell technologies due to its unique ability to absorb massive amounts of hydrogen gas. Alright, but not that bad. You go... Yeah, B tier. Rhodium. Extremely rare metal in the platinum group. It's apparently very scarce. Cool. Automotive industry. More than 80% of global radium is consumed in the manufacture of automotive catalytic converters. It is commonly used as a thin, brilliant plating over white gold to prevent tarnishing. Oh my god, that's like an Elden Ring reference. Its resistance to oxidation and heat makes it ideal for making thermocouples, specialized optical mirrors, and various chemical catalysts. I mean, you're alright, I guess. B tier. Ruth. Ruthenium? Okay, now we're getting to the point of like these weird no-name obscure metals that no one knows what is done with them. Ruthenium is a rare, hard, brittle transition metal. Transition metal? How does a metal transition? The fuck? Dr. Seuss maiden name? Yeah, it definitely was him. Electronics used in wear resistant electrical contacts and thick film resistors. Acts as an excellent hardener for platinum and palladium. Highly effective in various industrial chemical processes, including splitting hydrogen sulfide in automotive emission controls. The radioactive isotope ruthenium-106 is utilized as the targeted treatment for eye melanomas. Used to harden and add durability to platinum and palladium alloys. You're alright, bud. No one knows who you are. Technetium? You have to be super deep into chemistry to know some of these elements. All isotopes are radioactive. The longest lived technetium-99 has a half-life of roughly 211,000 to 4.2 million years. Okay, cool. It's used in medical imaging and corrosion inhibition. Yeah, at a certain point, some of these elements are made only for one specific purpose. People literally synthesize and create new elements for like one medical instance or a manufacturing instance. So, yeah, you're all radioactive, used in two things, and no one knows who you are. C tier. Molybdenum. I kind of like this element just because of the name. This harkens back to my thing about how I like the names of things. Molybdenum is one of them because it's just so fun to say. Molybdenum. Steel alloys, electronics, lubricants, and catalysts. Molybdenum is an essential nutrient required to form a cofactor that activates key human enzymes. Dude, some of these elements got so lucky that they were part of like the whole DNA family. Like, you just happen to be necessary for DNA synthesis, protein synthesis. They got lucky, you know? They didn't work for it. They just showed up and, yeah, here you go. Both deficiencies and toxic excesses in humans are incredibly rare. Excessive intake can lead to copper deficiencies, which is a major concern in grazing animals. Okay, but yeah, I have a soft spot because the name is so fun to say, so I give it at least A tier. Niobium. Shiny transition. Okay, what does it mean for a transition metal? Are these metals like confused on their gender? What does that mean? Known for its immense strength, high melting point. Steel production. 90% of global niobium is consumed to create microalloyed steel. Due to its superconducting properties, niobium, titanium, and niobium tin alloys are used to create powerful magnets for MRI scanners. Superalloys and heat resistance retain their superstructural integrity in extreme temperatures, make them ideal for jet engines and rocket components. Because of its hypoallergenic and easily anodized into various vibrant colors, niobium is frequently used for body-piercing jewelry and earrings. Really? I hate piercings. C tier. look trashy. Have some respect for yourself. I don't know why, but I know it's all the ones in the middle, trans metals. Maybe because they're prone to like transitioning to other states of matter. Advanced batteries. I'll give it, nah, it's C tier. Honestly, what brings it down is that it's the fact that it's used for body piercings and earrings. Like, get out of here. It's like zirconium. Maybe that's why they're named that way. That's either that or because they transition states of matter easily. Known for its exceptional heat tolerance. It is predominantly used in the nuclear power industry to encase uranium fuel rods. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Zirconium sounds like a slur an alien would use. I can kind of see that, yeah. Nuclear power. Cool. Because they're resistant to harsh chemical environments, zirconium is used in high-performance pumps, valves, and piping. Zirconium is hypoallergenic and durable, making it highly favorable for surgical instruments and wedding bands. Skincare products like calamine lotion. Zirconium oxide is processed to create cubic zirconia, a widely used synthetic diamond simulant, while natural zirconium silicate is a valued gemstone. I mean, it's used in the nuclear field. I have a soft spot for it, so S tier. Because also the name is kind of nice. Yttrium. Earth, critical role in advanced technologies, high temperature superconductors, solid oxide fuel cells, medical radiation therapies, and high performance ceramics. Utilized in targeted internal radiation therapy to treat certain types of cancers, liver tumors. Okay. Yttrium barium copper oxide, YBCO, is famous for its ability to act as a high temperature superconductor. Essential compounds, medical dental lasers. Wait, does the dental field use lasers? Since when? Yttrium oxide imparts extreme thermal and shock resistance to ceramics. Optical lenses, phosphors in bright colors and screens. The name is kind of strange, so I'll give it at least B. Lutetium. The name is kind of hard to pronounce. It's known today for its crucial role in targeting cancer and targeted cancer therapies. It's funny how all these elements either cause cancer or treat cancer. Like, why? Can you do anything else? It's used as scintillator crystals in positron emission tomography PET scanners to improve image resolution. Okay, petrochemical, catalysts, optical, and lasers. Geochronology. Scientists analyze lutetium hafnium isotope ratios in meteorites and rocks to date the age of the Earth and solar systems. That's okay, that's interesting. Just based off of that, I'll give you at least an A tier. Actually, B tier. Your name is stupid, but be in the middle. Hafnium. Nuclear industry. Control rods for nuclear submarines and power plants. Electrical insulator, microchips and semiconductors. Critical aerospace components. Useful for manufacturing plasma welding torches. Or plasma welding torches. That's cool. It's useful with an easy name. Definitely above lutetium, bum-ass. I'll give you 8 here. Tantalum? Tantalum? Capacitors, smaller for laptop smartphones. Surgical instruments, skull plates, and porous joint implants. Heavily used in jet engines and nuclear reactors. Name is kind of dumb. Useful. That's about the only rating system for elements I see. How stupid is the name of the element, and is it useful in society? This one is useful. Has a dumb name. A tier. Tungsten. I like tungsten. True, or if it causes cancer, yeah. Is the name stupid? Is it useful? And does it give you cancer? The hallmark of all great elements. Yeah, I already know about tungsten. That's kind of a pretty good element. Carbide, mining drill, saw blades, and metalworking. Filaments in traditional light bulbs, heating elements. Used for turbine blades, armor-piercing ammunition. And as a non-toxic alternative to lead in fishing weights and shot. This has become a popular material for men's wedding bands. What's a wedding band? I've heard that term before. Is that some like newfangled, new gen thing? Some new age thing? Is a wedding band just a wedding ring? The wedding band is the ultimate symbol of lifelong commitment traditionally exchanged during a metal. Wait, so it's just a ring? Why is it called a band then? What? You just confuse people. Classic metal bands. See, if you say metal bands, I'm thinking of. You gotta specify, man. MF's always trying to start shite. Just say wedding ring. For marketing and symbolism, it's just confusing. Hold on, what's the difference between a wedding ring and a wedding band? While the terms wedding ring and wedding band are often used interchangeably today, there is a traditional difference in design complexity and historical meaning. It's just confusing, some new age nonsense. Get out of here. Alright, tungsten. I mean, yeah, you cool. You cool. Tungsten is so cool as an element, it only needs one letter. A W. This is literally the W element. You know what? S tier. I'm gonna give it to you. Rhenium. Already has a kind of stupid name. Anyway, I kind of want to do that as a joke. Like kind of a play off the whole like WL thing. Instead of saying WL, it's just tungsten. If something is cool or a W, we call it tungsten. I'm gonna try to do that as a play off that that culture. Rhenium, jet engines, petroleum refining. I said refining. I feel like I said that. refining. Withstand electric arc corrosion, thermocouples, electrical contacts, mass spectrograph filaments. Cool. Military aircraft engines. I mean, you're alright, but your name is stupid. B tier. Osmium. Alloys, extreme hardness. Traditionally used in fountain pen nibs? Really? Electrical contacts and record player needles? Really? That's a very specific use of this element. It's used to make the little ball in fountain pens, the nib, and record player needles. Interesting. Used in pacemakers and heart valves. Actually, no, that's... you S tier right there. That's very special. The balls of what? The balls of a pen. Apparently, freaking osmium is used for that. That's very interesting. Yeah, it's also called the nib, but yeah, the little ball in the pen that moves around to make ink come out and go on the paper. It's called the nib, or the ball of a pen. That's very specific and interesting. See, that's what's great about a Daldameht live stream. You're entertained and you learn something new together. It's informative, entertainment, infotainment. Interesting. Iridium. What do you do? Used in high-performance spark plugs, specialized crucibles to grow semiconductor crystals. Cool. The radioactive isotope iridium-192 is used specifically in brachytherapy, deliver targeted radiation directly to tumors. Fine. Oh. Platinum iridium alloys were used to define the standard kilogram and standard meter bar. Okay. It is widely known in geology for the iridium anomaly, where a layer of the space-borne metal provides evidence of the asteroid impact that wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago. Damn, iridium killed out the dinosaurs. Nice. Yeah, A tier. Why not? Platinum. Exceptionally rare. And unreactive. It's a catalyst. Automotive catalytic converters. Jewelry. Manufacturing pacemakers and catheters. All right, yeah, some uses. A tier. Gold. I feel like I don't need to search this up. It's gold. It's the metal. Is it double S tier though? Nah, dude, its history itself is like, it speaks for itself. I'm just gonna put it double S. Mercury. I don't need to search this one up. Mercury has its own history. But I'll search it up nonetheless. Yeah, it's known mostly for being like liquid at room temperature. You get like liquid metal. Barometers. Yeah, it's also used in thermometers. Specialized tilt switches and relays. It's been used to extract gold from ores. Cool. Mercury vapor, fluorescent lights. Yeah, definitely not double S, but it's definitely up there. Mercury. Copernicium. Oh, okay. Your name sucks, man. Highly radioactive, synthetic. Yo, yeah, okay. This is the range of synthetic elements where humans made these elements for like one specific thing. And traditionally, it's like cancer stuff. Because of extremely unstable and the fact that only a tiny number of atoms have ever been produced, it's used for scientific research. It has no commercial, industrial, or biological applications. Studying it allows nuclear chemists and physicists to understand the boundaries of the periodic table and the behavior of super heavy elements. Yeah, you're a bum. Get out of here, C tier. Roentgenium. It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be a bum element. Synthetic, extremely radioactive. Because only a few atoms have ever been synthesized, scientists relay it on pretends. Expected to be a solid metal in normal conditions. Wait. Because only a few atoms have ever been synthesized, scientists rely on periodic trends to predict its traits. They don't even know what it does. They have to use other elements to think what it does. Get out of here. C tier. Actually, D tier. Fuck you. Dramstatium. What are these names? It's like they're trying to be elements, but they fail. No commercial or biological applications. Created in particle accelerators by bombarding heavy target materials and ions. Dude, its half-life is 14 seconds. Yeah, get out of here. Actually, all of you are bums. Dramstatium, metanarium, hassium, borium, seaborgium. Actually, your name is kind of funny. C tier. Dubnium. Yeah, you stupid. Rutherfordium, Lawrencium. Yeah, get out of here. All of you suck. Straight bum elements. Actually, wait. What does seaborgium do? Its name may save it. No commercial use, only for scientific purposes. Dude, you had one shot. You kidding me? Then placements just got you to the goon squad. How can these be placed any higher? These elements exist to die. Their half-life is like less than 30 seconds. They have no practical application. These elements, you know what this is? These elements are chemist fan fiction. They literally created fan fiction elements to exist just to study them, for them to die shortly after. These elements are fan fiction. Look at this. Seaborgium, half-life 1.9 minutes. The scientists can't even enjoy the elements long enough to study them. What's the point? The only reason this is saved is because the name is funny. Yeah, get out of here. Damn, they lasted longer than me. I guess they should start studying you, man. Lanthanum. Okay, here we go. An actual element. Optical glass, electronics, petroleum refining, medicine. See, this is an actual element. It's useful. Camera lenses, telescopes, and studio lighting. Hybrid vehicles, cool. Your name is not too stupid. You useful. Yeah, B tier. Curium. Bright sparks when struck, which is used in cigarette lighters and in camping fire starters. Utilized in car exhaust systems to help convert harmful balloons into less toxic gases. If Einstein wasn't named Einstein, would he have been popular? I mean, maybe, but that name is very specific. It helps to have a rare name if you're a special individual. Polishing flat panel displays, optical lenses, decorating glass. Cerium-3 oxide is integrated into the walls of self-cleaning ovens to prevent the buildup of cooking residue. All right. You decent. Give you B. Oh my god. Praseodymium. You better do something useful with the name that's stupid. Dude, it was the second suggestion on Google. I'm not even kidding you. I just deleted cerium. I typed in P and it gave me Praseodymium uses. Dude, Google is scary. That's a scary thing they can do. See, the green metal. Oh wait, here it is. Alloy is used to create powerful magnets, electrical vehicles and wind turbines, ceramics. It is notably used in the production of didymium glass. It looks like Diddy for a second. I've been so mentally broken by the internet. Didymium glass. This is a core material for high-intensity carbon arc lights, which is used in motion picture studio lighting. High-strength, lightweight metals for aircraft engine components. Okay. Name is kind of dumb, but yeah, I'll give you that one. Neodymium. Oh, I've heard of this one before. I think it's used in definitely magnets. Yeah, magnets. Is renowned for making the strongest permanent magnets in the world when combined with iron and boron. Yep, super magnets. Electric vehicle motors, turbine generators, smartphones, headphones, computer hard drives. Medical surgery, scientific research, cutting and welding. Yeah, ceramics and glass. You know, the name isn't as bad. And magnets and all that. I'll give you S tier. Promethium. If you're named after a god, you better perform. Atomic batteries, beta-voltaic batteries, deep space instruments, guided missiles, medical pacemakers. Glowing phosphorus, luminous paint, traffic signals, airport runway markers. Okay. Yeah, S tier. Samarium. I've actually never heard of this element. Even just casually, like, glazing the periodic table. Smco magnets. Make magnets that retain their strength at high temperatures and resistant to corrosion. Highly efficient at absorbing neutrons, making samarium ideal for control rods in nuclear reactors. Samarium-153 is used for pain-relieving radiopharmaceuticals for bone cancer. Used in spatial infrared absorbing glass and certain crystalline lasers. Carbon. Why did you just type carbon? An isotope and geological dating. That's alright. Absorbing neutrons, pretty cool. I'll give you S tier. Europium. If you're named after a whole continent, crucial phosphors that emit bright red lights using LEDs, fluorescent bulbs, cathode ray tubes. Under UV light makes it vital material for anti-counterfeiting features on banknotes. Cool. It's also capable of absorbing neutrons. Cool. Time-resolved fluoro immunoassay. Medical testing detect infectious diseases. Yeah, I'll give you it. Shooting ropes on Europium. Is actually named after Greek mythology? Oh. The more you know. Gadolinium. I've never heard of this one. With the name that special. Used in millions of MRI scans globally to enhance image clarity. Okay. Can absorb thermal neutrons, making it highly effective as a burnable poison in commercial nuclear reactor fuels. Manufacturing of specialized magnets, microwave devices, phosphorus used in color televisions. Really? Guninium. Mods, can you just kill the sky virtually, please? You have to you'll have to be put down for saying that. A tier because your name is kind of strange. Terbium. Valued for bright green luminescence and strong magnetic properties. Cool. LED lighting, color display screens. Magnetostrictive materials that change shape in a magnetic field. Is a neutron absorber. And anti-counterfeiting measures also on banknotes. Cool. Yeah, you cool. S tier. Dysprosium. I kind of like this name. Absorb neutrons, electric vehicle motors, turbines, and reactor control rods. Yeah, it's the same profile. Same thing. These elements start to all do the same thing. And also I like the name. Holmium. Also, I think that's how it works, like also on an element level. Elements near each other have very similar properties because it's the protons that determine the atomic number and the protons that determine what the actual element is. So it actually makes sense that they all do similar things. Holmium doped solid state lasers are frequently utilized in urology to break up kidney stones and targeted tumor removal. Cool. Absorb neutrons. And in glass. Spectral phonometers. Dude, a lot of these names in scientific fields eventually get just too long. Like, how many syllables can you jam into a word before it just becomes annoying? B tier. Erbium. Ooh, internet infrastructure. Erbium doped fiber amplifiers boost light signals as they travel through undersea cables, making high-speed, long-distance data transmissions possible. So that's what's inside the internet cables that are dangled in the middle of the ocean. That's erbium right there. Dude, isn't it so funny how the internet is hanging precariously in the ocean, in the middle, just dangling right there. Sharks keep bashing into it. There's crabs walking on it. Just a wire hanging in the ocean between America and Europe. Isn't that fascinating? Our livelihoods just dangling in the ocean, just doused in erbium. Dermatology emits wavelengths. This enables precise resurfacing to reduce wrinkles, treat acne scars, and correct sun damage. Porcelain, and also absorbing slow neutrons. See, that's kind of bad. These other ones absorb all neutrons, fast neutrons. You absorb slow neutrons, bum. Thulium. Fucking thulium. It's the second least abundant of all naturally occurring rare earth metals. Medical lasers, portable X-ray equipment, anti-counterfeiting. The radioactive isotope thulium-17. That name is actually so stupid now that I'm saying it. Thulium? Is it thulium? Oh, wait, check this out. Discovered in 1879 by Swedish chemist Per Theodor Cleve. It is named after Thule, the ancient Greek name for the Scandinavian region. Shout out to all the scans out there. Radioactive isotope thulium-170 is also used experimentally to treat targeted cancer treatments. Why do I hear boss music? Is it because of the freaking Thule? Thulium. Your name is stupid. Ytterbium. Known as fiber optic communications. Lasers, welding, applications, cutting, optical fiber optic cables, atomic clocks. Is used in modern optical lattice atomic clocks. Because these clocks are use visible light under these microwaves, they are stable enough to lose less than 1 second over billions of years. Nice. Improve mechanical properties. This is for X-rays. A tier. Nobilium. Noble. Actually, I might skip on the commercial reactions if I'm doing this. This is going on for way too long. It's man-made. All right. Already, being a man-made element knocks you down a few points already. It lasts 58 minutes. Difficult to study. Yeah, it's lasts under an hour, man-made. They can barely even study it. Terrible. Mandelevium. I'm pretty sure I think that's named after the guy who made the table. Mendeleev? Yes, yeah, it's named after the guy. It's also man-made. Dude, how are you gonna disrespect the guy who made the table? He shouldn't be named after an element that doesn't exist. Like, is that just me or does that sound like disrespect? Laboratories. Used only for scientific research. The original 1955 synthesis required bombarding a target of Einsteinium-253 with helium ions, alpha particles, in a cyclotron yielding just 17 atoms. That's such disrespect. D tier. Fermium. That's also named after a guy. It's man-made. No. Oh, wait. Here it is. No. It decays too quickly to pose any natural environment or health hazards. Some isotopes have drawn theoretical interest in medical use for targeted cancer radiotherapy, though its practical deployment remains limited. AKA, get a job. Einsteinium. These are all the same elements. They're all useless. Incredibly scarce, radioactive, no commercial uses. Features F orbital electrons in its inner shell, making it a subject of heavy element and advanced quantum studies. It's solid at room temperature. I'm describing these elements like it's a dating profile. All right, ladies. Our next bachelor is Einsteinium. He is solid at room temperatures. All of his isotopes are radioactive, and he has no practical applications. He is single and in your area. Unfortunately, he's a bum with no job, so he's a D tier. Californium, I'm giving you D tier because you're named after a freaking state. Go away. I don't even care what you do, even if you do anything, go away. Berkelium? Oh, it was discovered in the University of California, Berkeley. Damn, you really did him like that? It's unfortunate his name is in it because it's disrespect, just like with Mendelevium. The guy literally made the periodic table. He made the thing you people study. Like, that's just disrespect. So, yeah, D tier. Yeah, this was discovered in Berkeley. Cool. No commercial or technological applications. Heavy element research. Curium. Wasn't there another element named curium? Oh no, that was curium with an E. Why are there two elements with like the same near name? It's curium with an E and then curium with a U. I can already tell you you're gonna do nothing. Dude, the colors on this on this tier list are already messing up my eyes. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, I'm postponing the commercial reactions till tomorrow, unfortunately. It's already getting late. Eyeballs getting all jumbled. If you were to eject one of these elements, which one would it be and why? It would definitely be a radioactive one. Because for some reason I'm thinking like I could nut on my I could like nut on my enemies and give them like liquid cancer. Like from osmosis contact. So you know what? Yeah, I want it to be one of the like heavy metal radioactive ones that don't do anything else. Like I want to bust like fermium on an enemy so they get like liquid cancer, or like someone trying to rob me in a dark alleyway. I just stroke, bust it in his face, and then goodbye. So yeah, give me a Einsteinium, 99 Einsteinium. All right, Curium, what do you do? Oh, here we go. Look, here's an element with a job. Curium has been utilized in radioisotoped thermoelectric generators for space missions. It also served as an alpha source in the alpha particle X-ray spectrometers on Mars rovers on cometary landers to analyze its surface compositions. Look at that. The first one with a job. I'll give you A tier for that one. Americium. America, the element. Discovered in 1944 during the Manhattan Project. It is best known as the active radiation source in ionization smoke detectors. Is a key subject in the future spacecraft power research. Okay. Wait a minute, so there's freaking radioactive things in smoke detectors? Cool. And space exploration. As an alternative power source for deep space missions and planetary rovers. All right. It's the first one in this like group of 90s and 80s elements that actually serve a purpose. I'm gonna give you A tier for that one. Ooh, plutonium. Okay, now we get to the good stuff. Plutonium. Primarily man-made nuclear weapons and power generation because it emits alpha particles as highly toxic and dangerous if inhaled, but its isotopes are also utilized to power deep space missions. The most important isotope, it is fissionable, makes it a critical component in both nuclear weapons and mixed oxide reactor fuels, MOX. It has a half-life of 24,000 years. No biological role, extremely hazardous. Radiation plutonium can penetrate healthy human skin, making external handling safer as long as there's no open wounds. If inhaled or ingested, plutonium particles lodged in lung tissue or migrate to the bones and liver, causing severe cellular damage. I mean, yeah, plutonium is just up there with like one of the greats of radioactivity. It gets that double S tier. And also, again, I have the bias of both funny element names and radioactive ones, so yeah, double S tier. Neptunium. Open the new tab. Is the first transuranic element. All these freaking trans elements. Plutonium precursor. The size plutonium 238. That is used in radioisotope teleelectric generators, deep space. Standalone neptunium is used in instruments designed to detect high-energy neutrinos. Cool. Waste management. Cool. Neptunium. At least an S tier. You're not as well known as plutonium, but not that one. Ooh, uranium, baby, double S tier. I'm already giving it. Don't need to do any research. It is the element uranium, double S tier. You know, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna search it up, just so you know what's going on. Natural uranium is composed almost entirely of two primary isotopes: uranium-238 through a process of nuclear fission, nuclear fuel cycle, a critical component in nuclear reactors. Military and aerospace. Depleted uranium is used in armor-piercing ammunition, yacht keels, and aircraft control surface counterweights. What's a yacht keel? What? A keel is the bottommost longitudinal structural element of a watercraft. They put uranium in freaking in yachts? I mean, I've never been on a yacht, so I don't know, obviously. Really? Oh, dude, check this out. Uranium-238, the most common, has a half-life of 4.5 billion years, while uranium-235 has a half-life of 700 million. It is surprisingly common in the Earth's crust, about 500 times more abundant than gold. Dude, yeah, it's the element, man. You can't get better than uranium. Uranium is double S tier. Yo, Delta, I got your name branded on my undies, so every time a girl takes my pants off, she will see you. Well, that's very nice of you. Cool. Thanks. What's up, Nightcow? I'm currently tier listing all the heavy metals. Not bands like music, the elements on the table. Chemistry. Protactinum. What do you even do? Found only in minute traces in uranium ores. Only for... The metal becomes a superconductor at extremely low temperatures. It sits in the decayed chain of uranium and is considered the parent element of actinium. And it seems to have no uses. Radioactive tracer. Nuclear physics. Yeah, you're a bum. Thorium. More abundant than uranium. Cool. Because it breeds its own fissile material when bombarded with neutrons, it offers potentially cleaner and safer power generation. Something about that sentence disgusts me. It breeds its own fissile material. Why does that sound disgusting? Is it just me? Something about that sentence. I don't know. Named after Thor, that's cool. It has been used in gas lantern mantles, ceramic glazes, and welding rods. Occurring thorium exists almost exclusively as an isotope thorium-232, which is radioactive and has a half-life of 14 billion years, roughly the age of the universe. Dude, thorium is an OG. It's been here since the beginning. Damn. Oh, here it is. Less nuclear waste, enhanced safety for nuclear energy, in abundant supply. Yeah, all right. I'll give you at least A tier. Actinium. Cancer treatment. Major breakthrough in radiotherapy. They can be attached to proteins and antibodies to deliver highly destructive alpha particles directly to cancer cells while sparing healthy tissue. All right, nice, nice. I see you, I see you. Actinium-227 is sometimes combined with beryllium to create neutrino sources for scientific and industrial instrumentation. Has a half-life of 10 days, making it ideal for targeted alpha therapy in oncology. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, S tier. That whole part about targeting cancer cells but leaving healthy cells alone, that's pretty good. Okay, now we get to, I see some noble gases and a lot more well-known. Or sometimes gases and metals. Helium? I mean, helium is helium. Actually, I remember reading somewhere that's saying that Earth is running out of helium. Like we're somehow using it, or it's being like sucked out into the nothingness. It's used in cryogenics, industrial, scientific, and entertainment. Maybe because we're sucking it down to make funny, high-pitched voices. So we're running out of it. But yeah, I mean, helium is... I mean, everyone knows helium. It's an S tier. Neon. Again, also... I think also already S tier. Chemical inertness. Abundance. Cryogenics. Lasers. And of course the signs, yeah, it's S tier. Yeah. Argon. That reminds me of the leader of the Viltrumites. Almost has the same name. Excuse me, good lord. Used in welding, light bulbs. Used to displace oxygen in wine packaging and in display cases for important documents, such as the Constitution, to inhibit degradation. Really? Functions as a carrier gas and analytic tools as gas chromatopography. It's used in estimating the age of rocks. Okay, interesting. That's at least... I'll give you A tier. Krypton. Nope. Krypton. Long-lasting light bulbs are high-powered lasers. And of course I mentioned Superman. I mean, just because of the Superman connection, I'll give you S tier. Xenon. It's used in high-speed camera flashes, automotive headlights, and movie projectors. Used as a propellant in the ion thruster propulsion systems and satellites. It's effective general anesthetic. Detect hypothetical dark matter particles. Also, I kind of like the name. Like, it starts with an X. That's like kind of cool. There we go. Radon. It is the second leading cause of lung cancer overall and the primary cause in non-smokers. Damn. Because it cannot be seen, tasted, or smelled, testing the only way is to produce its presence. Also, it's a silent killer too. You won't know until it's too late. Yeah, so this is just a cancer element. This is an element that's been stripped of all glory and nuance, and it's been given its intended purpose, as with all elements. Give you cancer. It is the cancer element. At that point, I think it deserves double S tier because it's so pure. Yeah, I'll give it double S tier. Even though it kind of sucks it only does that. Oganesson. Never heard of this element. Oh, because it's synthetic, which means it does nothing. Extreme instability. A few have been synthesized. No commercial or practical applications. No wonder I've never heard of it. You do nothing. Fluoride. Intense reactivity means it can cause materials like water, glass, and even steel to catch fire on contact. Wait, what? Fluorine's intense reactivity means it can cause materials such as water, glass, and even steel to catch fire on contact. Wow. Not found naturally. It's critical in producing uranium hexafluoride, a compound necessary to enrich uranium for nuclear reactors and weapons. It's the base for high-performance non-stick materials like Teflon and synthetic rubbers. Well, Teflon is also a cancer giver, so... there's that whole thing about Teflon accidentally exposing its employees to, like, that material, and they didn't tell their employees who are, like, pregnant women, and all of the pregnant women's babies were stillborns or died. And Teflon never faced consequences of that. Fluorochemicals are widely used as cooling agents in air conditioning and refrigeration. Used as municipal water supplies, mouthwashes, and toothpaste to strengthen enamel. Yeah, this one's kind of iffy. Like, I want to say Teflon ruined the... What's the word? The rep of this element. Teflon ruined it. It does a lot of cool things. Like making freaking steel catch on fire on contact. You know what? I'm going to give it at least S tier. Chlorine. Exists as a dense yellow-green gas. Water disinfection, bleaching, manufacturing. I mean, yeah, it's one of the big ones out there. I'll give you S tier. Actually, fluorine, then you get A tier. You can't be on the same league as chlorine. Bromine. Bromine. Flame retardants. Prevent plastics and textiles from catching fire. Used in pools, hot tubs, and cooling towers. as an alternative to chlorine, effective in warm water. Used in fumigates and intermediate compounds to produce dyes and agricultural products. It comes from the Greek word bromos, meaning stench, a reference to its sharp, unpleasant smell. I guess A tier. No, B tier. Iodine. Iodine is the main building block for thyroid hormones T3 and T4, which regulate heart health, temperature, and metabolism. It is critical for the healthy skeletal and central nervous system development for fetuses and infants. See, it's one of these elements again that you just got lucky in the DNA thing, and then like you have to be used, so now you have value. You can get it from seafood, dairy products, eggs, and table salt. But it's important, so S tier, why not? Astatine? Astatine. Got it? Extreme scarcity. Unstable in the halogen family. Physical nature. Your face is kind of itchy from the freaking hair growing back. It's the only part about shaving I don't like. A visible chunk would instantly vaporize itself due to its intense heat generated from its own radioactivity. This element literally kills itself. It instantly vaporizes itself because of the heat. This element doesn't want to live. It has a little bit of medical applications, destroying cancer cells, but besides that, it's suicide. Yeah, D tier. C tier, because you like do something at least. Tennesseeine? There's no way they named an element after Tennessee. There's no way. They actually named it after Tennessee. Dude, we already have Californium. Yes, it's super heavy, synthetic, no applications, only for research. Livermorium? Oh wait, it's synthetic, super heavy, radioactive. Scientists theorize that it behaves similarly to other chalacogens like oxygen, sulfur, and tellurium. But it's, unstable and all that. It's nothing. Polonium. Intensely toxic post-transition metal. Got the gender reassignment surgery. Fucking. Used in specialized brushes, eliminate static electricity, paper manufacturing, sheet plastics, and textiles. Used in brushes to clear dust from delicate surfaces like photographic films and camera lenses. It's used in dust removal. Wait, polonium-210 gained notoriety as a weapon for assassination, most famously in the 2006 London poisoning of former Russian spy Alexander Litvinenko. Really? It is one of the most lethal known materials with a maximum safe bodily ingestion limit of just 6.8 times 10 to the negative 12 grams. AKA less than you're able to actually consume. Trace amounts of polonium naturally adhere to tobacco leaves, exposing heavy smokers to internal radiation. That's just another reason to start smoking cigarettes. It was used in assassination and dust removal. I'll give you a list of B tier. Tellurium. Sweet Jesus, I'm almost done with this. It's more scarce than gold. Highly effective, low-cost semiconductor material used in solar cells. Improve machinability. It's used to vulcanize rubber, tint glass, and ceramics, as in blasting caps. Blasting caps is what I used to do in the hood when I lived there. C tier. Selenium. Oh my god, it's a freaking browser also. Why? The naturally occurring trace mineral found in soil and Brazil nuts seafood. It plays a critical role in metabolism, thyroid function, and DNA synthesis. It acts as an antioxidant to protect cells from damage. Glass making pigments. Yeah, you're important. Whatever. A tier. Sulfur. I've heard of you, but what do you do? It is essential for all living organisms and is found in amino acids like cysteine and methionine. Okay, so apparently you're important. Agriculture and elements, rubber vulcanization. Anti-inflammatory properties. So it definitely helps. Yeah, it's just like super important, so I'll give you S tier, why not? Oxygen. It literally makes sense to put this in double S tier because it's oxygen. Like without oxygen, I can't. See, I can't do any of that without oxygen. Nitrogen, S tier, since you're like also breathing important. Phosphorus, I know you're used in like paint, I think. Also, it's a fundamental building block for human DNA, RNA, cell membranes, bones, and is critical for body's energy transfer system, ATP. I'll just go in S tier, leave me alone. Arsenic. Highly toxic, found in bedrock and groundwater. Historically used in pesticides and wood preservations, used in glass making, specialized electronics. You're not worth that much, so A tier. How many of these are edibles? Edibles. How many of these are edible? Any element is edible if you're brave enough. Antimony. Serves as a hardening agent for lead alloys. Battery manufacturing. Used to stiffen and strengthen the lead acid batteries found in conventional vehicles. Yeah, hypothetically speaking, all elements are edible. Hypothetically speaking. It's used to make flame retardants, ammunition defense, hardened bullets. Are you edible? Hypothetically speaking, yes. Dude, there's been way too much cannibal talk on today's stream. There's been like 3 to 4 instances of cannibal nonsense. I just find it interesting. Yeah, it has some use for like bullets and stuff. A tier. Enough of the meat, let's go green. When you say that, I think immediately of low tier god. He used to say like go green as a way to say like sub to the channel. Bismuth. I don't want you, Leo AI. No one likes you. Yeah, so guys, make sure to go green. Very important. Used in medicine. Oh, dude, it's used in Pepto-Bismol. That's where the bismuth came from. It's used in Pepto-Bismol. And dude, I love Pepto-Bismol because it's fun to say. That's where it comes from, really. Actually, dude, okay, that right there, it gets S tier already. I legitimately did not know that. Huh. Used in plumbing as well. I never would have considered you're drinking metal when you're drinking freaking Pepto-Bismol. Moscovium? They named an element after Moscow, really. And I wonder if it does nothing. Made in a particle accelerator. Yeah, does nothing. It has a half-life of 0.65 seconds. Oh, thanks for the likes, Brian Moose, or Moss. And thanks for the gifts as well. It only lasts for 0.65 seconds. It does nothing, it's extremely rare. AKA, it's a bum. D tier. Fluorovium. They're just making up names now. Synthetic super heavy radioactive, aka it does nothing. We discovered it because we're bored and we're giving government grants to smash atoms together, and we have this giant particle accelerator. Yep. Theoretical, yep. Does nothing, yep. D tier. Lead. Okay, lead is kind of interesting because it has the status of being the cause for lead poisoning. But it does shield from radiation. Yeah, and then the phrase, pump you full of lead. It's good for radiation shielding, energy storage. Yeah, the blast shielding, that's pretty good. Yeah, lead has use, it has legacy, it has respect. I'll give it high S, I'll give it mid S tier. They don't put gold on spacesuit visors, true. Tin. What does tin even do? It's high resistance to corrosion and vital role for creating various alloys and protective coatings. Okay. It's soft and can be cut with a knife. Okay. Gray powder for tin pest. Resistance. It's used to make tin cans. Okay. You're definitely useful. I'll give you S tier. Germanium. You do anything by chance? Perhaps? Oh yeah, you do. Highly efficient solar cells and fiber optic communication networks. It makes them essential for manufacturing IR camera lenses, thermal imaging scopes. Oh, and night vision. They use germanium to make night vision. Make semiconductors. Solar tech, fiber optics. Okay. With a name like germanium, I was thinking it was going to be a stupid element. But yeah, you're pretty good. I'll give you at least A tier. Silicon. I mean, it's silicon, you know. The second most abundant element in the Earth's crust. Yeah, used for computers, microprocessors, glass and ceramics, solar cells. Yeah, I'll give you S tier. Carbon. I mean, it's literally carbon. What do you do for work? I'm a full-time streamer. I do this. I mean, dude, carbon is carbon. I thought about keeping the double S tiers for just like the radioactive stuff, like its own tier, but you know, it's carbon. We're carbon. All of us are carbon. Boron. I keep opening Leo AI. Boron is a natural occurring. It's a naturally occurring metalloid. What does that mean? It's vital for plant growth and is widely used in manufacturing glass, ceramics, and fire retardants. A carbon fiber condom. Okay. Dietary sources. It's used in fiberglass enamels, soaps, and detergents. Really? Very good at attenuating neutrons. Almost couldn't pronounce the word. To assist in bone and joint health and balance hormones. All right. Pretty good, pretty good. I'll give you S tier. Aluminum, I mean, yeah, aluminum foil, you know, come on. Gallium. Oh yeah, it's like a mercury. It's liquid at room temperature. Semiconductors, LED displays, thermometers. Eh, you're right. Mercury, in my eyes, is the OG of the liquid metals. Gallium is just a, you know, copycat. All right, just 3 more, and then I'm gone. Yeah, unfortunately, I gotta push the commercial reactions to tomorrow's stream. So if you guys want to check out that, make sure to follow the stream. I'll be live tomorrow. Also join the Discord, why not? Indium. We good? You don't want to follow the stream? Mods, take care of that viewer. solders and alloys, cryogenics, and vacuum systems. Because it remains malleable even at temperatures near absolute zero, it is used for specialized seals in cryogenic pumps. Indium wet glass and metals easily. It wets glass? Unique fusible alloys and liquid metals. Yeah, you're alright. I'll give you B tier. Thallium. Electronics. Photoelectric cells, radiation detection equipment. Index glass. High temperature superconductors. Used in stress testing, it's injected into the bloodstream to evaluate heart muscle perfusion. Distinctive signs of poisoning include hair loss, nervous system damage. Oh, thanks for the follow, Ballin. Gastrointestinal issues. Wow, you literally bawled from having thallium. It has some uses. I'll give it B tier. Which one? Thallium, you bald from the head. Head balding. It's good for detecting radiation, high refractive index glasses, high temperature superconductors, and detecting stress in the body. So it does have some uses. All right, last element. Nihonium. Never heard of this element before. That's because it's a highly radioactive synthetic element. First discovered in scientists in an Asian country, Japan. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's definitely useless. Anytime an element is synthetic, super heavy, and has a high element number, it's always useless. These are bum elements. Because it's so unstable, it decays in seconds through alpha emission. It can be gathered for experiments. However, scientists predict it shares chemical traits with thallium. Okay. Electrons move so fast, physical properties differ significantly from standard periodic table trends. And has no practical applications, aka get a job. D tier. All right, there we go. Elements. Oh, I thought those were just heavy metals. It's not apparently. It's apparently all. It decays into. Let me see. It decays into dubnium and moscovium. And moscovium is definitely also useless. Wait, I don't, did I see dubnium here? I don't recall seeing dubnium. Anyway, that's all the elements ranked. I thought it was just the heavy ones. Yeah, it's definitely balanced too. And of course, you never call into question my allegiance to the radioactive ones. These ones have high rankings. I mean, it's not entirely one-sided. Down here is objectively the most useless elements here. All the super heavy synthetic elements that do nothing. All here. Gold, plutonium, uranium, radon, oxygen, carbon. All of the greatest ones here. I'm not a fan of radon? Really? I mean, I gave it like a little bit of a bump because it's still part of like the uranium family. It could be an S tier easily. Oxygen, carbon, these are all the important good ones. S tier are the super useful ones. These are the necessary elements we use for everyday essential human activities. A's are like also somewhat effective, but may have a little bit of a downside. B's are like, they're good, have like one good application, and definitely like one super bad negative to them. The C's, it's like, who really cares? They're just there. D tier, useless. Can't wait for the element majors to absolutely roast your list in and out. Dude, I still remember when I uploaded the religion tier list. It's my most disliked video on the channel. And there's so many comments, maybe still new comments to this day about people saying why I viewed this religion wrong, or I misinterpreted this religion, or why this religion is better. So yeah, can't wait for that too. It decays kind of slow, so detectors will go off if you have radon gas on you, and then you have to wait for it to go away. Oh yeah, I think radon is the one that you won't know it because it's colorless, odorless. Yeah, it can't be seen, tasted, or smelled. That's why it's an S tier, because it's the silent killer. You won't know you have radon poisoning until it's long over. That's why it's S tier. A political tier list would go friendly. You mean like political parties or political ideologies? Yeah, that would go just as well as the religion tier list. But yeah, there it is. And unfortunately, I don't know why I sidetracked the commercial reactions to do this instead. This was stupid. But we'll move over the Sri Lanka commercial reactions to tomorrow. So make sure to follow the stream, or else your family will pay the consequences. It likes to bond to polyester, so you have to wear full cotton if you want to stay off. I mean, polyester is bad for you anyway. You shouldn't be wearing polyester in general. Fun and informative, thank you. All right, let's boom. All right, yeah. Freaking 7 hours. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you, Mel, for the idea, and thank Rem for the link. No and no. This was stupid. Hope y'all enjoyed. Pretty good stream. Freaking the random nonsense from the Sega Pico games and then the Wii stuff. It was good. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow. I need to finish off the Sega Pico games. I don't want to keep having them on like the list. Kinda on the short side. Yeah, 7 hours. Definitely. Actually, no, 8 hours. I got knocked down an hour because the stream went down. I've been live for 8 hours and 20 minutes. That's a full day shift plus overtime. So I deserve 10 gifted subs. All right, never mind. All right, see you tomorrow. Go sleep or eat. Actually, go shower, dude. I showered yesterday. How about you go unplug the nipple clamps you have wearing? 'Cause I know you do. All right, let's do the rundown. Thank you, Melk, for the 84 bits. Thank you, Dyslexic, for the 75 bits. Thank you, Framebreeze, for 23 bits. Thank you, Rem, for 10 bits. Thank you, Ballin, for the follow. Thank you, Wounded, for the sub. Thank you, Endot, for the gifted sub. That definitely was wasted on that Scarlet person. By the way, that Scarlet freaking spider dude that got that gifted sub didn't show up to stream. What a shock. Random Twitch subs going to people who will never watch the stream. Endot, if you're still here, yeah, you. Buddy. Didn't show up. Who would have thunk? Thank you, Data Gut, for the follow. Oh yeah, I need to upload that low bitrate video as a GIF, or as an emote, because I still have slots to add. Oh, Bohem is live. It's been a while since I've even seen her live or even rated someone, so I'll rate her. Tell her I said sup. And that's that. Have a good rest of your mornings, afternoons, and evenings. And that's that.